so long since I've done a vlog. I feel like that just sums it all up really. I should have woke up earlier. Today's my UCAT exam. It's 10:30, my exam's in 2 hours. I'm leaving the house in 1 hour. I'm still like very dazed and sleepy. And this is weird. I forgot what it's like to do a vlog. Because all my last couple of videos have been like sit down, like doing things. I'm gonna bring you guys with me. You're gonna get my live reaction to opening my results. I will not cry. And if I do cry, I'm gonna just blur my face for the whole duration, and then I'll blur my face when I finish crying. I didn't expect to feel like this. I thought I'd be like hyper. I'm very like I'm talking so quiet. I just feel like going back to bed really. If you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that every single day I've been waking up at 7:30. And today I rolled out of bed at 10 AM and I was like, wow, this is what it feels like to get a lion. My dad is dropping me to my UCAT exam, so I'll just bring you guys with me. I'm not going to talk about the exam. I just want to do it, and then I'll sit and chat and dissect how I'm feeling. But I'll see you guys in a bit. You guys. Okay, we're good. I'm dressed comfy casual. I'm not trying to be stressed out in my exam. Guys, I finished the exam and I don't know how to feel. Oh, let me swell my hair. I forgot I look like this. I don't know. I literally cannot tell. I put the paper in my bag. I'm gonna check after. So this was the moment I decided I was going to open my UCAT score. And I said I wasn't gonna show me crying. I got 670 on verbal reasoning, 800 on decision making, 670 on quantitative reasoning, and 820 on abstract reasoning, making my total 2,960 with a band 1 in situational judgment. You guys, the way I'm like I'm gonna film like this because if I put the phone any higher, I don't have my umbrella this time. Like, people can see that I'm recording. This is scary. I feel like this is one of those things where like everything happens for a reason, but not even like that. It's like I don't even know. It's like God just knew I was gonna reach such a low point, and then he was just gonna bring me to this high. In the exam, you get this like laminated booklet, and I wrote like affirmations on it. And do you know what I have to say? When people do affirmations and they affirm to the universe, I'm affirming to God, right? So I write my affirmations, and I wrote stuff like, this test does not define you. You are loved by God. It will be okay. Don't forget to breathe. Use God's strength, not yours. I just wrote all of these in a little column on the side of my booklet. And every time I finished a section, I just went and reread all of them. And when I tell you, yeah, that got me through the exam. I've never done that before any practice exam. And you know what, today I was like, nah, let me write down all these positive things so that when I finish a section and I'm like, oh, how was that? I can just go over it and reread it. And when I tell you, yeah, I'm gonna put in a screenshot of some of my previous results, just so people don't think that I'm like being exaggerative when I say this is a miracle, because how was I getting 500 as my average, and now I'm rocking up with 820 on AR? How's that happened? And we're back home. I'm still in that weird like this isn't real kind of mood, because it's the fact that I did an exam yesterday and I got 2,680, and I did an exam the day before and I got 2,680. So how did I jump 300 in one night? But I'm happy and I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I never have to sit a UCAT ever again in my entire life. It's been a minute since I filmed in here. since I like vlog filmed in here, I filmed in my bathroom so much. I sat my UCAT, I got 2,960 and I got a band 1. And I'm just as flabbergasted as you guys. I don't think there was like a secret to it. I actually think it just came down to the day and what happened. Like, looking back to a week ago today, when I got like, what, 2,200? And I was like, this is so bad. And now I'm just like, when people say you make progress in the last week, I really do see what they mean. And it's just so funny because I told one of my teachers that I was not sitting the UCAT and I wanted to do medicine. And when I tell you, this woman fully just laughed at me. She didn't even say anything, she just laughed in my face. And she was like, you know when you're laughing and then you realize someone's being serious? And I was like, miss, I'm being dead serious. I'm not sitting the UCAT. And she was like, and I was like, yeah, I'm only sitting the BMAT. Because for medicine, there's 2 exams, but different unis accept different exams. So I just decided that even though I like some UCAT universities, I'm not sitting the UCAT. And I literally told her, and she was like, you can't do that. And then I told my chemistry teacher, who's also had a 6th form, and she was like, yeah, you have to sit the UCAT. You can't bet it all on one exam. And now I look back and I'm so happy that these people told me to sit the UCAT. Because imagine I hadn't sat the UCAT, I wouldn't have all these opportunities that I now have because I've just sat this exam. It was worth paying £70, that I will say. At least it was worth it. At least I got my money's worth in a way. Like, I didn't pay for the exam. I didn't spend my whole summer revising for this exam for it to go bad. Like, I actually put in work and it's paid off. Because God knows how much I have just sacrificed this summer for this exam and for revision in general. God actually knows. Which is why, like, I really think it was him who just pulled through at the end and was like, yeah, we'll bump your score up a couple hundred. I got there, I got my locker. My locker was number 28 because I love the number 28. I'm not gonna get into it now. I just love the number 28. So I was like, let me get number 28. Number 28 was on the bottom, yeah. So as I now stood up, I go to stand up and I bash my head against the locker above me. And like, this was all before my exam. My head is still ringing now. So I literally was like, okay, let me go to the toilet. I literally went in the toilet for 5 minutes because I was like, I need my head to stop like ringing. It was just like, why did this have to happen before my exam? And then I was like, let me just do it. Let me just go in there and just do it. And a girl started her exam like 2 minutes after me and she finished it before me. So then I was like, but in the UCAT, there are bits where you can skip, but like you can finish the exam early if you want to. But I was like, how are you finishing your exam early? Like, and then when we left the building, she just got her results, looked at them and started crying. And I was like, oh God. Because then I was like, maybe I've not done so well. Like, I don't know. I couldn't gauge anything. Like, the receptionist woman handed me my paper and she did seem like smiley, but I was like, is she just smiling like, oh, I'm sorry for you? Or is she smiling like, you've done really well? But yeah, I did look up my score and it falls into the top 10% for the 2021 applicants, I think. So I will very much take it. I'm very much happy. And you know what, this whole 6 weeks, I've been joking, and I've been saying, oh, I'm gonna get 3,200 in a band 1. Like, I've just been saying it and just putting it out there. If I have to change location one more time, I'm going to scream. What was I saying? 3,200, yeah, is like an impossible score, but I kept saying it to myself so that like my brain would get into its head that like, okay, this is attainable, even though it wasn't. But like, I don't think I would have got that high if I didn't delude myself. And I think delusion has been my best friend lately. I've just been lying to myself and I love it. Like, just saying like everything's fine, everything's great, everything's amazing. Like, you actually have to say it. Like, I have mocks next week and I'm getting A stars in every single one of my mocks. Because even if it doesn't happen, I need to tell myself it can happen so that I will sit the exam and believe it will happen. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. This is just a quick one. I will see you. Oh, school is starting. School is starting. I'm not saying I'm going to be inconsistent. I'll say once every 2 weeks as a minimum. Once a week is what I've been doing. So over the summer, I said I'd be doing twice a week and I did once a week. So if I'm now saying once every 2 weeks, you might be getting once a month. But I'll try my best. But yeah, thanks for watching.